Hey Bernie, what do you got?
John, I got a bike for you.
All right. Hey guys, this is John. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I did a video out of my garage here. It's summertime. I'm doing car stuff. I'm doing bike stuff. I'm riding my bike. Things like that. I haven't really done a lot of new things. I do have a new frame set I'll show you. It was in my last video. Probably not everyone's seen the end of the video. You don't stay that long. You got to stay a little bit longer. I'll show you my new frame set. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go over I think it's a 1971 or 72 Atala. A-T-A-L-A, I think it is. And I don't know much about it. Let's take a look. So the place is a little bit of a mess. Recovering from a party. Here's the bike here. Let's pull it outside. Beautiful day here in the Chicagoland area. As you can see, it's nice and sunny. Here we are. This is beautiful. I bought this from a guy here in the complex. His name is Paul. I bought several bikes from him already. And you can see this thing is gleaming. Beautiful, beautiful condition for its age. Looking at the parts, the Campagnola stuff is dated 1972. But you tell me if this is not a 1972 bicycle. And even if it's correct, because you got some Weinmann center poles. I'm not sure if that would have been the brake this bike came with. I thought maybe some Mayfax or something. But you let me know. You can see you got some Tipo hubs. Not the Nova Record, we got the Tipo hubs. Nova Record cranks and shifters. I'm sorry, Nova Record derailleurs and shifters. And the crank, of course, is strong light. Pretty cool. I don't have too many of those. But if you look, the condition is wonderful. They really, really kept it in good shape. Paint's in great shape. I'm not sure if it's a repaint, to be quite honest. It doesn't look like one. And I've seen a few repaints that are pretty poor and pretty good, but I don't think this is a repaint. As you can see, we got some Nisi rims on some Campagnola Novo Tipo large flange hubs. Got some worn out sew-ups, which I don't care because I'm not going to ride this thing. It's too small for me. What I really love about these bikes, the old craftsmanship. If you look at the headset, what brand headset is that, guys? Looks like a big hex nut. It's actually got, beveled sides here, and of course, chrome plating. The two-tone red paint job is pretty cool. The Unicanter saddle, those are getting hard to come by. They're well sought after. I don't know what the buzz is about those, to be quite honest. But a beautiful bike, as you can see. And I wish it was my size. The reason I bought it was A, I wanted one. B, it's such great shape and it's so rare in this condition that I had to get it. Well, we got her up on the rack. Looks like it's in good shape. Tell me, guys, is that the right brake for this? Not quite sure. The saddle, the seat post obviously is not. This is an 80s cheapo LeProd style seat post with a steel clamp. I'm pretty sure the stem is correct. I don't know a lot about the brand, but I do know around 1907 they started building frames. In 1909 there was the first brand to win the Giro d'Italia. Boy, I probably botched that. Anyways, they won that, and they built bikes like this, I think through the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. Now, go to Atala.com, and I think what you get is a bunch of electric bikes and kids' bikes and tourist bikes. Nothing racing. They're done with it. Great racing heritage, but I guess no one picked up the name and rolled with it. So I went to Ames, Iowa, after seeing Jeffrey Bach and giving him my frame set to be painted. Check out my last video. You'll see that. I went to Bike World, went to a couple locations, and also another one called Skunk River Cycle something in Ames, Iowa. And I picked this one up, this frame set I got from someone who used to be the buyer. He's deceased, unfortunately. The manager sold me the bike. His name was Frank Owens, I believe. He was a purchaser for Bike World. What an establishment. If you've never been to that store, in I think it's West Des Moines, it's crazy. But yeah, beautiful bicycle. I believe it is a 1992 model. And some people on bike forums confirmed that, and also confirmed it's a stock paint job. It's not without its blemishes, but it is in great shape. It's my first DeRosa, and I'm really happy to have it. A couple chips here and there. I'll mix up some paint and kind of touch those up. but it's beautiful frames. You can see it's got your Columbus TSX tubing. It's got your chrome stay, chrome drops in the front as well. However, no chrome tips or not even a chrome crown, which is kind of surprising. It did come with the headset, which looks like a, early 90s, late 80s Campagnolo. Could be anything from Athena to, Crochet de Nuit. I have no idea. Maybe you could tell me if you could tell the difference in these headsets. And then came with this chromoly stem, which is going to go bye-bye. Came with this beautiful Avocet Kevlar saddle. I'm stoked about that. I mean, for what I paid for this, the seat and seat post, I got a heck of a deal on, in a sense. It is the Campagnolo Super Record seat post. I'm having a hard time focusing here, but it doesn't have the flutes, obviously. It's not fluted. But I'm going to polish this up. I'm sure it'll come out to be a mirror. So the question I have, guys, is how do you build this sucker? I'm not really a big fan of the old Campagnolo 8 and 9-speed stuff from the early 90s. I don't want to retro it, like, put Super Record on. I have that and everything. But I do have an idea. Tell me what you think of this. I'm going to piss some of you off. You ready? Now, this Cinelli is probably my favorite. I love this frame set. I'm dying to ride it. I haven't ridden it yet. I got it last year, right about the time I had my stint put in. And I just haven't ridden it. And I really want to. But here's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about retro-modding this bike. Let's put a Campagnolo 10-speed group on it, maybe 11-speed. Something a little out of date. Keep the price down a little bit. And totally go retro-mod. It's a 130 spacing in the rear. It should work. And then let's take this group, which is a kind of a hodgepodge. You got some chorus stuff in the drivetrain. Then you have the monoplanar brakes. And they're from different eras. I understand that. And the idea is, let's take this group and put it on here. It'll be more period correct. What do you guys think? Or I put the retro mod group on this bike. And the reason I want to retro mod is, let's be clear, guys. If you're going to ride a bike competitively with a training group, you got to have modern components. You can't shift without brifters and keep up with these guys in the hills, etc. with vintage shifting. Every time you reach down, you're at risk. So one of these bikes I want to do a retro mod on. I'm not quite sure. What's your opinion? What do you think? Hey, listen, my buddy Bernie just showed up with his truck. He's got something for me in the back. Let's check it out. Hey, Bernie, what do you got?
John, I got a bike for you.
All right, check this out, guys. I did a video on this bike a while back, and it didn't get a lot of views, but I love the bike. So it is a Voyageur. Want me to help you with that, or you got it?
No, I got it.
Excellent. It is a 1981 or 2?
80.
80. I guess they may have built the same bike for a while. And chrome Voyageur in beautiful shape. All right. There we go. Well, cool. I'm here with Bernie. Now, I know Bernie from bike forums, and he's been here before. And he brought me this Bianchi sign. And he texted me the other day and said, hey, how would you like to buy that Bianchi sign and this bike here? So I agreed to it, and I'm excited. I had this same bike in 1982. It was an 81 model on special. And usually when you see these things, the chrome is peeling, and this one looks fabulous. How long have you had it?
Maybe 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this gem over. It's an important part of the collection. I'm going to put some cloth tape on it because that's stock. I'm also going to put the correct saddle. I actually own the correct saddle for this. I'm going to put that on. I forgot what they call it. There's a Schwinn saddle. And possibly get some real die-comp gum hoods, even though those look great. But I did the same thing on my bike way back when. I'll show you a picture of it right here. See, I did the same thing with the red cables, except for I don't have the zipper fairing. Hey, you know what, guys? I had someone ask me a question in the comments section in one of my videos. And the video was how to buy a vintage bicycle. And the question was asked, how do I know which ones are valuable? And it was a tough question. You think it would be easy, but it's really not. Because Valuable could be this, a fully blown out pantograph Colnago. It could be the 50th anniversary Paramount. Or it could be a bike you had as a kid that you had to have again. Not that it's the best bike, not that it's the most expensive bike, not even that it's the shiniest bike. It's not about that. It's about what are you passionate about? What gets you excited? When you look at it, do you get excited? That's what's valuable. Case in point is this bike right here. I did a video on this bike, I don't know, a year ago. It was the least successful video I've ever done on a bike reveal. And it wasn't mine at the time. It belonged to Bernie, who you just met. But I got excited over it. Why? Because I had one. You know, when I was a kid, if your bike had a gold cassette or cog on it and a gold chain, you were the man. That's all it took to get me excited. And I went to Schwinn Service School when I got this bike, and I learned how to lace wheels. And the first thing I told Gary at Schwinn Service School was, hey, give me some 12 1/8 inch spokes in chrome. Why? Why? Because I was going to put chrome spokes on that chrome bike, and I would have the best bike in the world. You see, at the time, BMX bikes were really popular. People were taking these things and chroming them out. Everything from the hubs, the cranks, you name it. Everything but the saddle and the grips was chrome. And I thought that was cool, but I wasn't into BMX bikes. So I made that Voyageur special. And you just saw a picture a while back with that bike with a zipper fairing on it. I just thought I was the dude with that bike. It's really cool. So I'm glad to have it. I learned it has like 20 miles on it, so I'm really excited. So anyways, whoever asked that question in my previous video, there's your answer. Hey guys, once again, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And look forward to some videos coming up, such as I'm going to show my Schwinn collection, and then of course an Italian bike collection as well. Just kind of pull them out and go through them by model year. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, click the thing button, and you know how that goes. Thanks so much.